For the best, most affordable decants, check out decantboutique.com. Choose from their over 500 fragrance selection from 100 different brands. Shipping worldwide, link in description. You guys have voted. Last week I took to Twitter, to Instagram, and also on YouTube to ask you guys which fall fragrance is your ultimate #1 fall fragrance. And you guys have spoken. Over 350 votes and comments later, here's the results. Hey guys, welcome back to another video and welcome to the very first worldwide best fragrance list. This series is going to be all about you guys. You guys are the people who are going to be creating the list through voting and through commenting on my YouTube videos. And this one, guys, this one is the fall. You guys have spoken, like I said, 350 comments. Thank you so much to anyone who put in their input for this list, alright? Starting off at number 10, best worldwide fall fragrance, we have Valentino Uomo Intense. Now this was drawn with a lot of other fragrances. This one has a total of 4 votes for it, and it tied with fragrances like Code Profumo, Siege Man, the original Siege Man, and By the Fireplace by Replica. The reason this is on this list and not the other one is simply because when I have a tie in the competition, I have some of my friends do tiebreakers, and this one came out on top. Hence Valentino Uomo at number 10. This is amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm very glad as a VUI lover that this came out and not Dior Homme Intense or Parfum, although those fragrances have their hardcore fans as well. And I do see the appeal of a more artistic look into this type of DNA. This to me is definitely the more mass appealing one out of the bunch. I can see why people like this one more. I personally love this one way more than DHI or DHP as well, but to those of you guys who love the opposite, hey, it's no problem. It's the fragrance world, right? We all love different things. But as a VUI lover, I'm so glad that this one made the list. Moving on to number 9. Now this one was a surprise to me. I thought this fragrance has fallen off the map because there's a new version of it already. But I guess not. This old version beat out the new version. And this fragrance is Spice Bomb. Spice Bomb. For those of you guys who comment Spice Bomb Extreme all the time in my comment section, guys, a lot more votes happen for Spice Bomb than Extreme. I think there's only 1 vote for Spice Bomb Extreme, which blew me away because everyone talks about it. I thought it would get a lot more votes, but nope. This thing came up as 5 votes. Now this one ties with the number 8 and the number 7 spot, but the reason this is at the number 9 is because it got reformulated. It's no longer as strong as it was before. So those guys who voted for Spice Bomb, I'm sure has a bottle from back then or have used it for a while or have a bottle that, yeah, just generally have a bottle that is older. But if you buy Spice Bomb now, you won't get the same kind of Spice Bomb. You won't get the same performance is what I'm trying to say. And hence why this is only the number 9, but still an amazing fragrance, spicy, warm. The smell is still really great. I really enjoy this one. A masterpiece amongst the designer fragrance for sure. I remember the first time I smelled it, and I wasn't a frag head at the time, but the first time I smelled it, I was like, damn, this fragrance has power. This fragrance has statement. And I still feel that way now when I smell this fragrance. It's definitely one of the designer masterpieces. So guys, Spice Bomb, the original version, number 9. Next fragrance, we have Oud Wood by Tom Ford. Now, I'm so glad that this one still gets love today. It's still one of my favorite Tom Ford. It's really nice, sophisticated, elegant, simple smelling, yet you know, sophisticated. Gosh, it smells really good. It smells really good. It fits so well in the fall time, in a suit, in a fancy event, or even to work. Like, it's just a really classy scent. I love Oud Wood so much. I'm happy that it still gets love. I'm happy people are still wearing it and still raving about it. Big fan of this one. If you have not checked this one out yet, Oud Wood by Tom Ford, you have to, especially if you like wearable oud fragrance or you like woody fragrance in general. Alright, next one, number 7 spot. I do not own a bottle of this, but it is Pure Havane. Now this one is one that I've been wanting to grab for a long time now. The tobacco, the cherry, everything about it sounds so good. I smelled it before a few months ago and I really like it. I really wanted to grab a bottle of it. I had a chance to, but I had to pick between Pure Havane and Pure Malt at the time, and I picked Pure Malt. I really want to grab Pure Havane for myself, but a lot of you guys seem to love this one. This is a cult favorite. I think out of all the Thierry Mugler flankers, Pure Havane is definitely one of the people's favorite. There's Pure Havane, there's Pure Malt, there's Ultra Cess, Pure Tonka, I guess to an extent, but Pure Havane definitely ranks at the top, maybe number 1 and number 2. Most favorite Amen flankers of all time, and for good reason. It smells amazing, performance is also really good, and a lot of people report getting tons and tons of compliments with Pure Havana. I definitely see why it made it into your list and why people adore it so much. Number 7 spot, guys, Pure Havana. Number 6, I also don't own a bottle, but this fragrance is probably the most surprising entry on this list. This thing beat out fragrances like Pure Havana, Spice Balm, Oud Wood, Valentino Woman Intense, Ultramal. It beat out so many all-star fragrances to make it to the number 6, and this one is Ombre Nuit by Dior's La Collection Privé. Who would have thought that Ombre Nuit would beat all those fragrances, that so many people enjoyed Ombre Nuit in the first place? So I've looked it up. I'm on Fragrantica right now because I'm not super familiar with the scent. I don't want to just describe it off my memory because I can't remember that good. The notes are amber, rose, pink pepper, bergamot, and grapefruit. Let's see some of the reviews on Fragrantica. I'm gonna find a good one. 5 stars right here. Very sensual, amazing scent, bubble, and trail. What's not to like in this amber rose concoction? Great performance, not beast mode, but great. You will get noticed. Alright guys, getting into your top 5 spot now. At number 5, I used to own this bottle, but I sold it because I like the newer version better. And that fragrance is LAYTON. LAYTON by Parfums de Marly. Now for me, I like LAYTON Exclusive better, which I do have right here as well. But LAYTON, I can definitely see the appeal of LAYTON. It's cardamom, it's apple, it's really nice, rich, juicy. It's very alluring and mass appealing. It's a niche fragrance, yes, but it smells more like a very high-end designer fragrance. It smells really good, gets really great compliments, and also performs extremely well. Perfect for the fall time because of that sweet apple note and mixed with the fall air. Smells amazing. It's also a pretty versatile fragrance. You can wear it pretty much anytime and get good reactions. So I definitely see why it made it number 5. But to me, the king of LAYTON is still LAYTON Exclusive. But for this list, LAYTON Exclusive takes aside, it only got 1 vote. This one got 7. Number 4, I also don't own a bottle of this. Maybe I should buy all these bottles now because seemingly they're amazing and I don't own them. I should own them. Number 4 spot is also from Parfums de Marly. This one is no surprise though. This one is HERA. Ever since it was released, it kind of beat out Tobacco Vanille in terms of being the best tobacco vanilla scent that's also mass appealing at the same time. Tobacco Vanille is definitely the harder to wear version. HERA takes that DNA and loosens it up a lot, makes it mass appealing, makes it just warm, rich, and addictive to smell. Hence why it makes the list. A lot of people love it. A lot of people praise it. I think if I was to say the most popular Parfums de Marly fragrance, it would be either HERA or Pegasus. Like LAYTON and LAYTON Exclusive, those one don't even touch it. It's Pegasus or HERA. If you were to ask me which one takes the cake between Pegasus and HERA, my opinion, I would have to say HERA. To me, it smells a lot better. It smells richer. It has more nuances to it. It's just a better fragrance overall for me. I see why it makes the list number 4. I don't own it. I should own it. Maybe I'll put it in my to buy or to try list or to review list for later. But guys, that's number 4 spot. Parfums de Marly, HERA. Number 3 spot, guys, I do own this one, and this one is La Nuit alone. This thing got 9 votes. 9 votes, guys. It's at the number 3. This is to me also a surprise because it's a fall smelling fragrance, sure, but the performance is weak, right? I thought the performance was weak and that would deter people from wearing it. I guess not. This one got a lot of votes in comparison to other designers out there that I thought would be all-stars for the fall time for sure. For example, the recently talked about Spice Balm and Valentino Woman Intense. This one still takes the cake even after all these years. It's pretty crazy, wow. So I guess it really doesn't matter what formulation La Nuit is, people will still wear it, people will still buy it, people will still love it. So that just speaks volume to the DNA of this scent. This doesn't matter how much they tone down the cardamom over the years, it still works, it's magic. And that, my friend, is why La Nuit alone, I think would be in the hall of fame of fragrances for eternity. It would never leave. It's gonna be a fragrance like Acqua di Gio that's gonna be in the hearts and mind of everyone forever. Number 2 spot, guys. Now, number 2 and number 1 spot did not surprise me at all. This fragrance got 13 votes. This one is CH Men Privé. Not surprised, not surprised, not surprised. As much as people rave about this thing online, if this didn't make the list, then I would be surprised. So nice. It's very like rugged, manly, and the cardamom adds this alluring vibe. I think cardamom, you add cardamom to any fragrance as a top note and it just transforms that fragrance into an alluring smelling fragrance. That's just how magical cardamom is. And the cardamom mixed with leather in here, mixed with some boozy, whiskey, sweet vibe. It's just a beautiful combination. It's a beautiful, beautiful combination. It's better than the original CH Man in my personal opinion. Way, way better. This is undeniably the gem, and you guys have spoken so much of it. 13 votes total for CH Man Privé. Number 2 spot, guys. Grab it if you like boozy whiskey fragrance with the top note of cardamom. Number 1, with double the amount of votes of CH Man Privé, this thing came in at a whopping 26 votes, and this fragrance is the One EDP. Wow, wow, the One EDP taking the number 1 spot. It's fitting, it's very, very fitting, and this one, no brainer right here. This is a fragrance that I've never gotten any negative reaction for. My friends who's in the military wears it, never got negative feedback. He always tells me of all the positive feedback he got. Other people who wears the One also tells me it's an amazing fragrance, and they also never gotten a negative reaction. This thing is definitely an all-star, a male staple. If you want a really small collection, but you want all the all-star fragrances in your small collection for the fall time, for indoor times, you really cannot go wrong with Dolce & Gabbana, the One. Alright guys, that's it for this video today. Thank you guys so much for putting the votes for these fall fragrances. I really didn't expect 350 votes for fall fragrances, but I'm glad you guys did. The next one that I'm gonna do for this series is probably gonna be the winter one. So right now, leave down in the comment section below your number 1 favorite winter fragrance. Only one, please, only one, because when I went through the comments for the fall ones, I found like people who list 3 or 4. I want to only pick one favorite, okay? So don't list 3 or 4 or else I really can't pick from your selection. Just one favorite winter fragrance, and also leave a short description if you can of why you love it. You don't have to. But it helps me visualize why people love the fragrance so much, especially if it's a scent that not a lot of people talk about. So yeah, with that said, I'll see you guys next time with another video. Peace out guys, and bye.